Dr. Fred Edison, Internal Revenue. Come with us. We'd like to go over some of your records with you. Upstairs. Dr. Fred Edison, Intern Revenue. Come with us.
Let's see, it's 101-999-57.
This is no good. It isn't signed.
I can't. It's stuck. I'm not sure I like that idea. No time for fun now. I've got to get him out of here. Uh-oh.
Hey, where'd he go? Ah, there you are. Don't try anything sneaky.
I wouldn't want to strain myself. I wouldn't want to strain myself. Ted is red. See, red Ted.
Thought I heard something. Everything okay in there? Well, try and keep it down, okay?
I had worked on Monkey 2, and I had learned to animate on that project. It's like, you're an artist, we need an animator. I had never animated.
You didn't know how to animate?
No, I just... They gave us the Muybridge frame-by-frame book. The first thing I worked on was the dog with the keys in his mouth.
That's crazy. I remember you coming on as an animator. We should have checked out references.
No, that was the deal. The awesome artists like Peter and Steve were the ones that got to paint the backgrounds. And you know, the second tier people like me, you're animators. Didn't matter if you'd ever animated. So they gave me the Muybridge book, and it had walking horses and dogs and whatever. I'm like, all right, I'll go figure it out. And then did a few of those things on Monkey. And then at that point, then I'm like, of course, I can do everything now. What am I, you know?
But see, that
awesome.
was the same with me. I mean, I didn't have proper training either when I came on. And then, because I was just, studied illustration, but I didn't come from a film or a game background, and so I didn't know anything about layout. But coming in, and then there's Steve Purcell in the room, right? And then I had no knowledge of comic book artists at the time either, And so having all, like Ken Macklin and having these guys around, Ian McKeag would just walk in and out of there, and I was like in awe of these people. And I thought, oh my God.
Yeah, I talked to people about, like, that felt like grad school for me.
Yeah.
Because I had been thinking of going to grad school. And then I get this job, and like, I get paid to do it, and I get to learn from these guys.
Exactly.
That's great.
Nah, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Oof! Dr. Fred, are you okay? Dr. Fred? I'd better get him to the lab. Well, I got him in here, but he's out cold.
You guys notice there's a face on that machine back there?
Oh, that is a special Chan thing. Faces on everything.
Oh, with the teeth on the bottom.
Faces on and the big red clown nose.
It's like Laverne eyes, one bigger than the other.
Oh, is this the same audio cue as the purple tentacle?
Yes.
I
That was
remember
one sound file.
working on that animation for like 2 weeks.
Damn good coffee. Is that a Twin Peaks reference? Was Twin Peaks? Did we cover this
Twin
before?
Peaks. Yep.
Were we actively thinking about Twin Peaks when we wrote that, I wonder?
Probably. I remember we would go to Ron Gilbert's apartment and
Watch
watch
Twin
Twin
Peaks,
Peaks
yeah.
at around this time.
That's true. The only thing that bothered me was when that whole sequence was over. When we went back to the in-game animation, Dr. Fred moved up a pixel. Oh, that stuff drives me crazy. Oh, I'm going to think about that tonight.
Can you fix that in the special edition?
He did a very satisfying hand-wringing for just a few pixels.
I got the contract for you to sign, Doctor.
Sorry, I don't like to sign things that I haven't read.
But the whole human race is at risk.
Of course! That's why I'm busy trying to think of a way to save it. I don't have time to read. Now leave me alone.
Will you please sign this contract?
I don't sign things I haven't read.
Oh, forget it. I'll get rid of Purple Tentacle myself.
Oh, yeah? How?
I'm getting Purple Tentacle declared insane and arrested.
That's a good idea.
But I need a note signed by a doctor.
Oh. Hey, I'm a doctor.
We're in luck.
Well, good luck.
I don't wanna.
Yes, what do you want?
Hi there. Is this Dr. Fred Edison?
Who did you think you called? Dr. Spock? Look, I don't have all day.
This is Farley Crockett. We have to pay you $2 million in back royalties. For the use of your family in the Maniac Mansion video game.
What?
This is Farley Crockett.
No, I heard that, you moron. When do I get my money?
Oh, right now. It's been credited to your Swiss bank account.
Operator, get me a travel agent. This is an emergency. What do you suppose happened to Hamilton and Madison?
Yes, I'm certain we told them to come on Thursday. I'll wager Madison's with that woman who bakes the cupcakes again, and Hamilton's probably gotten himself into another fight.
I bet they show up late and take all the credit for our work.
Rock bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR Wars. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That's right, an incredible 4,000 carat. The 4,000 carat diamond can be yours today for the special rock bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR Wars. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime. This beautiful 4,000 carat diamond can be yours today for the special rock bottom introductory price of $2 million. of $2 million. That number again, 1-800-STAR-WARS. Call now. Tell them Yoda sent you. This beautiful 4,000-carat diamond can be yours. An incredible 4,000-carat diamond for the piddling sum of $2 million. That number again, 1-800-STAR-WARS. Call now. Tell them Yoda sent you. $1-800-STAR-WARS. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That's right, an incredible 4,000-carat diamond for the piddling sum of $2. For the special rock-bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR-WARS. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This beautiful 4,000-carat diamond can be yours today for the special rock-bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call.
Boy, it's sure quiet in here. I wonder if there might be any ideas worth discussing in the suggestion box. Maybe somebody should take a look. I say, lads, I have an idea.
Does it have anything to do with starting a fire?
No. I was thinking it's about time we open the suggestion box. Don't you agree?
Sure, George, if you say so.
Yes, whatever you think is fine with us.
Excellent.
What's he thinking? No one of any importance has been here all day. What could be in the suggestion box?
Perhaps he intends to suggest something himself.
Oh.
Here's a suggestion. It says, George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. What do you think, gentlemen?
Whatever you say, George.
Your name's on it. I'm sure you must have a good reason for suggesting it.
Yes, it's strange. I don't quite... Well, I'm sure I had a reason for it. If there are no objections, we shall add it to the Constitution immediately. No? Good, and so shall it be law.
What's a vacuum cleaner?
Couch Potato Shopping Channel, Wanda speaking.
I want to buy a diamond.
That will be $2 million. Do you have a major credit card?
I have a numbered Swiss bank account.
What's the number, sir?
It's 846-427-35327.
Very good, sir. We'll send the diamond by pronto post lightspeed delivery immediately. Thank you for calling.
Now that's service. I'd better get this to Dr. Fred right away. It was donated by a group of Girl Scouts who were in the neighborhood.
How heartwarming.
Can we bring back my friends now?
We've repaired the primary device, but before we can do anything, both time pods must be energized as well. Then we can bring back what's his name and who's her face.
Hoagie and Laverne.
Yes, fine specimens.
You guys notice there's a face on that machine back there?
Oh, that is a special Chan thing. Faces on everything.
Oh, with the teeth on the bottom.
Faces on and the big red clown nose.
It's like Laverne eye.
Chuckle, chuckle.
Did you do all the backgrounds yourself? Did you have any secondary help?
No, no secondary help on this.
This 400-year-old clock is an amusing example of primitive human timekeeping.
Say, cutie, what brings a hot tentacle babe like you to a dump like this?
I'm here to see you, big boy.
Really? Well, what are you doing for dinner? How about Club Tentacle? Oh, what am I saying? I can't afford to take out the trash, let alone a classy babe like you.
I'm looking for a pet.
Sorry, honey, you came to the wrong place. These three are problem humans. Untrainable, disobedient, downright surly.
He's just jealous because we've got opposable thumbs.
Someday you will accept tentacles as your masters.
Huh, you losers can't even ride tricycles.
You see why no one wants them as pets?
Don't you recognize me?
No, Hey, aren't you the waitress from Club Tentacle? I love that place. I'd be there right now if I weren't flat broke.
I'm here by accident. Bye.
Hey, I don't want to be here either.
I like how this family, through time, just replaces each member with the exact same member. There's one.
Wow, Dr. Fred's rich.
It's a bottle of correctional fluid.
This ought to be good. I can't get to it up there. I can't get to it up there.
I'd rather not.
I don't wanna.
Well, what do we have here? Looks like a prosthetic rodent. Another specimen. How's it going, Mr. Tentacle Guy?
Oh, same as ever. I'm broke, hate my job, etc.
I'm here by accident. Bye.
Hey, I don't want to be here either. Hey, that was uncalled for.
The Chicago Manual of Thermodynamic Flux Induction Circuit Design. Great stuff.
When induction elements have NP completeness, the crunchy factor can be ignored.
Please, I'm bored enough already.
A horse is a horse, of course. For what? Hi. Hi there. Still trying to get back to the future? Laughed at by a horse. Whoa.
I can't touch it. It's a horticultural horror.
What did you say your wife's name was again? Sandy. Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
So when it came time to hand the script over, because when you wrote that dialogue for the floppy version, you didn't know or plan for those lines to go in front of live actors, in front of a microphone.
Not, especially not this, like the first game, no.
So how was that all done? Exported? But I bet you Eric Wilmunder was
Yeah, I
involved.
think Eric went and wrote a script that would go through and would rip it out and replace it with a code and export a script for the voice department to take. Nowadays, we start with the voice database, so we'll write something and then it'll go in the database first, and then the programs will pull from the database to implement the dialogue.
Fiscal year. However you can extend it. What is it?
Who's your tailor?
Very funny.
Are you guys brothers?
At the IRS, we're all brothers.
What have you done with Dr. Fred?
We've got him safely locked in the next room while some kind of rescue.
I'll just be moseying along.
Keep your nose clean, kid. Ahem. The LALR compiler is constructed by the following method. First, develop a rigorous elective grammar. If the elements have NP completeness, the crunchy factor can be ignored. Blah, 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 blah. Whoa.
And so I said to her, "That's not my suction cup." You think that's funny? Listen to this.
Oh, here's how the guys walk. Hey, do you guys all want to walk over together? Everybody turn to face the back and we'll sidestep. Oh my God.
Yeah, that must have been, there's no way in hell we're going to animate each guy stuck
well, I
to
mean,
the
we
floor.
had a walk cycle, so we could, but we couldn't have that many actors in one room, probably.
So it's one actor?
It's got to be, yeah, that's just one entity.
One clump.
I would have just cut. Nowadays, I think I would have just cut and had them be over there. Although it is kind of funny when they do that. But it's weird that they all turn to face the side and then sidestep.
There's no suction-y noise.
Yeah,
Should be like
everyone else walks with a big jump.
These guys have greased up the floor.
Doctor!
What is it? Is someone sick? We can't have sick humans in the show.
Well,
I examined them all myself. They're all perfectly healthy looking to me, except for the dead one. Now leave me alone.
hey, when are you guys going to judge best hair?
Oh, all right.
Wow, that's the best hair I've ever seen on a mummy.
Thick and full
and juicy.
The mummy wins. Agreed.
Hey, when are you guys going to judge Best Smile?
Oh, all right.
I like the quiet one with the big teeth.
There's nothing in the rules about them being white.
First place goes to the mummy.
Agreed.
Dr. Fred hasn't made any noise in a while. Why don't you check on him?
Hey, when are you guys going to judge Best Laugh?
Oh, all right.
Okay, who's got a joke?
Hey, I just flew in from Baltimore, and boy are my suction cups tired.
A classic.
It's amazing how the mummy can do that without moving his lips.
I say we give him first place.
Agreed.
Well, that makes him best of show.
Let's go congratulate him.
He is very well preserved.
I'll miss his laugh.
It's time to give him his winnings and start packing up. We gotta get this whole show to Baltimore by Thursday.
Yeah, our work here is done.
I love the look of that crazy. He's a mummy in a disco suit with gigantic horse teeth.
That was just the weirdest character to have to design.
What are you talking about? There's so many ideas to work with. Spaghetti.
All the other characters made sense. That one.
It's funny how the tentacles prefer beehive hairdos because they're pointy on top, like tentacles are.
Was there a logic to that?
I never thought about that until this moment. But obviously, you artists had that all planned. You're like, who would the tentacles admire most? Someone with a pointy head.
Lieutenant, I want to ask you something. It may trouble you.
Ask away, sir. I can take it. I've got a strong stomach, nerves of steel, bowels of brass. Suck.
Can it, son? This is important. Have any of your friends seemed a bit firm lately?
Ooh, ick! You mean like non-squishy and non-slimy?
That's right. Come closer. I've recently become suspicious that humans might try to infiltrate us.
No!
Though basically stupid, they can be tricky. They may be in disguise.
Gosh, I hope this isn't like the primitive, dangerous microwave ovens of my century. Those things could really pop a hamster good. Uh-oh. That was fun, but only because this is the 22nd century. You see, kids who put hamsters in microwaves back where I'm from get taken away from their parents and put up for adoption. So don't do it. This ought to warm him up.
Whoa! Dinner for two at Club Tentacle? I can't tell my wife.
You're free.
Free to do what?
Free to run wild through the woods like humans should.
Big deal.
I said you're free. Now get off your fat, lazy butts and start enjoying it.
Enjoy being hunted for the rest of our lives by that mustached old tentacle with a big net? If we ran off, he'd be right on our trail. If we stay here, we know we'll be warm and comfortable. Outside, we'd be eating bugs and moss.
You'll be eating my fist in a second.
The woods are filled with wild animals, lions, tigers, and skunks. Man, I hate skunks. Hey, look, a skunk.
That is a beautiful shot.
Nice. Full screen
Look at that
animation.
color side going back there.
Wow. 3 frames.
Boom, boom, boom.
That was state of the art. Right? Nobody had full screen animation in those days. And I think, what was the deal? It was like 30%, 20% of the screen, of the pixels on the screen could move at once, no more than that. Yeah. So I took that whole shot and had to draw the characters and figure out what was the extreme of the eyes popping out, and then measure how much how much I'd have to move to make that work. Yeah, it's like, okay, I can jiggle the cheeks this much, and I can bulge the eyes that much, and I can the tongue. It was all the tongues, because those were the things that were moving the most. But I think what I did on those was just extremes, like there was no in between. So, but that was the biggest pixel difference. Was like the end of the tongue was way down here, and then it was way up there. So half the tongue was different.
There's a Chan joke there. You suck. The vacuum cleaner is called You Suck. Peter.
I recall this was my least favorite.
This is your least favorite room?
Yeah, I remember I started to burn out, and I just remember I struggled with just the background with that one.
Was that one of the last ones you did, you mean?
Probably.
And was that directed at one of us? You
No,
Suck? Was that
no.
for me?
No,
or
I just
Dave?
remembered it's not very interesting, that's all.
I wonder if that was late in production, because
Yeah.
I was just watching the whole vacuum cleaner thing, and I remember I had this totally elaborate thing that she was going to do some weird sword fight thing, and then something much bigger with this sucking the hamster and the vacuum cleaner, and then it ended up being like a 2-frame and go, because it was like, I don't have time for this anymore.
Pete, the thing that I remember with you was always you would do the sketch for the room and you would bring it to us, and you would have put in all these amazing details of all this cool stuff, and we would always look and we would go, okay, this is great, but you have to take out the ladder and the shovel and all the things that an adventure game player will want to pick up and take. And
that's nice.
Probably by the end of the game, you're just, all right, I'm going to put nothing in here.
But
that'll show them.
Yeah, I mean, all the interesting stuff turned into the silhouettes in the foreground where you can't touch it. Eventually, I just
a little frustrating too.
Yeah.
And
I know.
those are still interesting that you want.
Well? Look at that sucker go. He just keeps running and running and running. There's a face print on the glove. I hope it's sprung for good.
According to my instruments, everything is in readiness. Your friends have activated their units, so it's time to throw the switch!
Great! Hoagie! I'm so happy to...
Hi!
Laverne! Wow! I'm so glad you two made it back okay.
I hate to interrupt, but there's no time to lose. Now that you're back, we've got to proceed with the original plan and send you back to yesterday to turn off the sludge-o-matic.
Huh?
Say what?
Now hold on a minute, Dr. Fred. They just barely made it back to our time alive, and I think...
Ha ha! You can't turn off the machine if I get there first.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, guys. This time I know I can stop him.
Uh-oh. I guess we better do something.
Let's go.
No, wait! You can't all go in the same stall. Didn't you see the fly?
We're
some kind of monster, dudes.
Great. Stuck here the rest of my life, listening to Bernard talking and watching Hoagie eat. Mom warned me there'd be days like this.
Now, wait just a minute. It's Green Tentacle. What was that, Green? What?
I believe he's trying to warn you about me.
Oh.
We're going to turn off the sludge-o-matic and defeat your evil plan, overgrown worm.
You sorry lot are no match for me.
But there's 3 of us. Well, sort of.
Nevertheless, I mean to crush you.
Yeah?
You and what army?
Why, this army, of course.
Yikes.
You see, I've been busy. These are all versions of myself from the future. I've been bringing them back here using the Chronojon. Together, we will conquer the world. You sludge-o-matic. No one is to touch the sludge-o-matic. Now, creature, I must decide what excruciating tortures to leave them to me. I've been itching for a chance to test out my newly completed diminuator.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. Us.
All right, the rest of you come with me. Next stop, the world.
What do we do now?
Whoa.
It wears off.
Aha!
Run for it!
Damn. The battery must not have had time to recharge, but it will.
Shh! Maybe he won't find us.
Yoo-hoo! Where are you, human?
That's right, an incredible... That number...
No time for that now. Up too late? Try a fickle thing. Stick in a dime and you'll have a good time.
Aha!
Uh-oh.
Take that. And this. Drat. Always conks out as I'm about to finish them off.
That was really disturbing when he Metal Mel. Who is Metal Mel, Peter? Metal Mel. I don't know. Metal Mel! You predicted all the heavy metal stuff we do in games later.
Hey! Where'd he go? Great! Now we can turn off the machine and prevent all this tentacle mayhem from ever happening.
Well, I'm certainly glad that's over with.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Leaving so soon? We haven't had the chance to get to know one another. You humans amount to very little. Ha 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 ha!
Eek!
Run all you like, you insignificant insect. The human race is doomed.
Just what is it you have against humans anyway?
Humans are our oppressors. They made us live in this horrible motel. They created us in ungainly forms so we could not rise against them. Try walking around with your legs tied together and glue on your shoes. You'll see what I mean.
But humans also created the sludge-o-matic, which made you super intelligent.
Nonsense. I created that myself and sent it back through time. I knew Fred's mad scientist ego would make him use it. How's that for a paradox?
Who, Fred? But there's only one of him.
Right. Anyway, you can see why I detest humans.
Let's discuss your hatred.
What's to...
Sounds like you just hate Dr. Fred.
I suppose you're right about that. I didn't start out hating all humans, just Dr. Fred.
You're pretty handy with that ray gun.
Center of the forehead every time. Would you like a demonstration?
Why don't you zap Dr. Fred if you hate him so much?
Perhaps that would be entertaining. Oh, drat.
Surely we can talk this out.
Talk?
Surely.
Wait! You haven't heard the last of me. I'll be back, and the next time, the world and all its piffling inhabitants shall be mine. All mine. All mine.
Okay, little fella. Mail this to Siberia. Our work here is done. Now we can go home.
Well, kiddies, it's been more fun than a jumpsuit full of weasels. Now, kindly get your freakish hide out of my home.
Please, Dr. Fred, you've got to get us out of this mess. We look terrible, and we can't buy clothes off the rack.
I'm getting sort of used to it. Maybe we could go on the talk show circuit.
Help us, Dr. Edison. You're our only hope.
Oh, all right.
So I didn't have enough pixels to actually show, like, there's
That's
way
the
too much
genius of the screen.
There's way too much hoagie. Like, if you look at that X-ray, basically Bernard is piggybacking on Laverne. You can see Bernard's feet.
Oh, those are Laverne's feet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
But hoagie is just like rib cage and nothing else. There's no room for it.
Look how involved this scene is. Like, there's all these different gags for how they all get. Like, it takes. It's all.
That's your reward for
How many
finishing
days
this
did it
entire
take
game.
to do that animation?
That was a long one. That was the funnest one.
Look how evil Laverne is.
I think because that had a lot of visual gags that were easy to do. Like the X-ray thing is a drawing. And then the stretching the shirt and snapping it, the action's quick. Like the drawings that it took to do the stretch was nothing. You know, I think it's her regular walk cycle, maybe just tweaked. And then you let it go and shoots off screen in like 1 or 2 frames.
But that was fun. I often refer to it as the last fun time I had making a game, just because we didn't have 3D and we didn't have to worry about voice during. We didn't have to lock our scripts early, so we could do localization and translation. So it felt easier. Even though we had a brief crunch mode because we'd be like, oh, the dialogue has to be done in a month, and you and I stayed there to do that. I don't remember the team really having a crunch mode like we did on Monkey 2 or anything. Like Monkey 2 was like a really
and you look at like Throttle, we thought we're going to make this crazy huge animated thing, and we had like one more animator than we had on this, and that got really bad at the end.
Games were
Whereas
simpler.
this, there was no way to.
Back then.
Didn't have enough rope to hang ourselves.
I did love that ability to write all the way up to the very because
we changed Monkey Island dialogue like the day before we shipped. I feel like, which is crazy. Of course, everyone's happier now that we're locking that earlier.
And the scum system, like I feel like we touched on that briefly earlier. We didn't really say much about it. Was like great to work in because it was like you just had a little puppet theater. And all the things that you wanted to do to make drama were really easy. Like, have the characters walk around and play animations and say lines, and you didn't have to do any programming really behind any of that. It was all just one line to make any of those things happen. So you could just focus on, let's make a cool thing with all these little assets that we've got.